Hello and welcome back to the EV John YouTube channel. You join me here in my driveway with my 2024 Tesla Model Y, just as we're about to head into the fall season. And as we think about autumn in Pennsylvania, the beautiful trees changing color and losing their leaves, it's also time to think about preventative maintenance for the Tesla. Specifically, I'm talking about leaves and debris getting stuck and caught in the front grille. This car, with 18 months and 18,000 miles under its belt, I'm not really concerned about it. But I've seen older Teslas, say 2021 models, 2020 models, 80, 90,000 miles, see reduced cooling performance because they have leaves and debris stuck and caked on their front radiator. The radiator is located under the frunk, and it's very, very easy for debris to get stuck in there with no way for it to come out. So to save us some cooling performance, to save us hours of labor in the future, I bought a screen from Amazon that should help prevent leaves and other debris from getting stuck in the front grille. Let's install it today. Let's see how it goes. Let's have at it. Okay, here we are, all set up to record. We have the box. This is how it came from Amazon. Seems pretty small. Let's open it up. I did carefully browse the instructions on the Amazon listing. It also has them right here, which is pretty convenient. We have a trim tool. Not sure why we would need this, but we have one. We have some adhesion promoter packets. Put the rest there. And wrapped in plastic, there's a couple pieces here. Wrapped in foam. So what I see here is two halves of the grill, and what we can see, and I have my other camera here, is that there's a wire mesh. You can hear it as I run my hands against it, a wire mesh behind here. So not only do we have the honeycomb plastic, but there's also this wire mesh, which should really help prevent any debris from getting in. Now, one thing I'm concerned about as I run this on my car is, could this get blocked with debris during a drive? So if I'm driving around in the autumn, that's one thing I'm gonna wanna keep an eye on. Could this get blocked with leaves during a drive, and then I'll need to brush it off? I think that's a smaller concern of mine than if I get debris caked inside the radiator where I can't clean it as well. Let's take a look at the instructions. All right, there's a 6-step process, which we can see nicely right here. And what I will do is put a link to the Amazon listing in the description of this video so you can find it quite easily. But what it's saying I need to do first is to remove the wire mesh, and then I need to install, connect the two halves together. And I remove the wire mesh by pushing down the clips to remove the mesh. So there's a couple of clips here. Oh, okay. So the clips are on the outside. We can see the clips right here. This is where I need to push down. Gotcha. So I'm pushing down and it can slowly start to pull up. I'm being a little careful so I don't break it. But it does fully separate, so we have half. Maybe this half will go a little bit easier where I have these clips that protrude out the front. I'm just going to push. There we go, and slowly push the grill away from behind. Much easier this time. And it just pops away. Now the next step is to connect the two halves of the grill. I'm guessing they packed it like this to make it easier for shipping. And it's pretty clear one goes in the other. Okay, it gets lined up, and let's just push it and give it a nice snap. Oh, that was good. Great. Now that the two sides are together, what we can do is put the mesh back in. It goes in the top first. Perfect. So the top just slides in first and then it snaps in the bottom. Great, nice good snap. And what we're left with is one solid piece, one full piece, wire mesh top to bottom. And then on the ends we have the covering over the adhesive tape that holds it onto the grill. So this was pretty easy to do, just took a couple of minutes. We have it all ready to go. Next step, they're saying to remove the backing. Then we clean the ends of the car's grill with the adhesion promoter, and then we fasten this on to the front grille of the car. I'm actually going to do that a little bit differently. What I'm going to do is use the adhesion promoter first, and then remove the backing, and then install this in the car. So let's go. Taking a look, and we can see the two ends. There's my grill. We can see the two ends where we need to fasten the new grill. We can also see inside. We can actually see a couple of leaves there, but for the most part, I want to say it looks pretty good in there. 18 months, 18,000 miles. So let's keep it that way with this new grill. If you do a search on YouTube, you can see some real horror stories out there. So what I'm going to do first is just open my first pouch of adhesive promoter, and we'll use this on the passenger side over here, and then we'll do one on the driver's side, and then we'll peel the backing off of our grill, which we have right here, and we'll stick it on. Okay, here we are with the adhesion promoter on the passenger side, and it does have a little bit of a smell to it. It is a small pad, and you know what I'm going to do before we do the next one? Because it rained earlier, I'm just going to get a microfiber towel, and I'm going to dry this area of the car before we install it. So let's do that first just to be thorough, and I can use my other adhesion promoter pad to do both sides. I think we'll have plenty. So let me go grab that. Okay, we're back. I have my microfiber. We're just going to dry this part of the car off. Get any debris out of here that's here already. Okay, now with this area of the car nice and dry, we're going to come back in with our adhesion promoter pad, and we're just going to wipe this front area with a small wipe, and I'm going to just use the other side on the other side, not filming that one, but you can imagine it's the same as you just saw. Great. And now we can install the grill. So to do that, let's reposition the camera a bit. Okay, now we're ready to install our grill. We have the entire thing assembled. We have the front area of the car dried and the corners done with the adhesive promotion. And now we're just going to peel this off. It is quite a thick pad. And let's see, let's get in here and give it a good peel. Okay, it's just starting to come off. All right, one side is off. We're just going to carefully switch over to the other side now without having to touch anything. We'll just try to grab this corner again. Good. We had good luck with that on the first side. All right, we'll try a different corner. Okay. I don't know. Okay, now we're getting it. We had a problem where we were pulling the sticky part and the backing off together, and that would be a problem. I actually saw reviews on Amazon that said there was no adhesion material, and I think it's because maybe people peeled it off together. I don't know if you can see in the video, but this corner is starting to come off a little bit. I did correct myself, and I think we're going to be clear now. So let's go ahead and position this in the right way and attach it. Oh, it does pop right in. So it just pops into the slots that are already there. And then this just sticks on. The other side isn't quite as in there. Okay, it looks like it's good. The other side didn't give me that really firm snap like I might have wanted. But it is in there nice and firm. And I don't see that it's necessarily sticking out at all. Like, it feels well aligned. And I don't know how else it might go. Okay, let's take a look here. We can see it sitting nicely, and it looks nice and even. Let's take a look at the bottom here. It looks nice and even, and it looks all right on the top too. So we're going to go ahead and call this installed, and I'll keep an eye on this over time, and I'll update on the channel if I see any issues or if I see it popping off. Okay, so there we go. Probably about 15 minutes, start to finish, in real time to install this front grille. And like I said, I call this preventative maintenance for my Model Y, especially as we near autumn here in Pennsylvania. So we'll keep an eye on this as the season goes on. I'll let you know if I see debris collecting in the front or if I see the grille popping out at all. But from my installation so far, I feel good about it. I have confidence this will help prevent the inside grille from getting caked with debris and rocks and leaves. So there you have it. Preventative maintenance done for the 2024 Model Y. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you on another one soon.